Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Woodbine Mohawk Park on a lovely Thursday morning. We have a 10-race qualifying session, which is about to begin. The first 5 qualifiers on this Thursday morning will be for 2-year-old trotting colts and geldings, as we kick off the first of 3 consecutive days of qualifying action. So the rookie trotters for our first qualifier on this Thursday morning are on the track. Field of 8, there are no changes here. Starting gate is moving into position at the 3/8 pole, which is tradition here with the 2-year-old qualifiers, as they will basically go the length of the backstretch and then all the way on the final turn before the start, just to give the rookies an opportunity to get comfortable behind the starting gate. The field for this first qualifier, number 1, Duramax, is a 2-year-old colt by Royalty for Life out of a Stormont Bronze mare. Owned by Regine LaRue, trained and driven by Nick Boyd. 2 is Horoscope, a 2-year-old colt by Cadabra out of a Muscle Hill mare, owned by Henry Stable and Daylon Farms Limited. The trainer-driver is Wayne Henry. Horoscope was a $26,000 Harrisburg purchase. 3 is Cambridge Star, a gelded son of Cantab Hall, out of an SJ's Caviar mare, owned by Jeffrey Rook and Stephen Palermo. The trainer-driver is Anthony McDonald. 4 is San Cristobal, a 2-year-old colt by Chapter 7 out of a Broadway Hall mare, owned by Hutt Racing Stable, Blake and Aussie Stables, Jacqueline Turney, and Mortgage Boys Stable, trained by Blake McIntosh. Chris Christoforou drives. San Cristobal is a $35,000 Harrisburg buy. Number 5, On a Streak, is a 2-year-old colt by Cantab Hall out of a Muscles Yankee mare, owned by Determination, trained by Luke Blay. Bob McClure drives. On a Streak was a $155,000 purchase at last fall's Lexington Select Yearling Sale. 6 is Arlanda, a 2-year-old colt by Cadabra out of a Chapter 7 mare, owned by Zeron Ruck Stable, James Walker, Dean Lockhart, and Robert Van Camp. Trainer-driver is Rick Zeron. 7 is Groom's Halo, a gelded son of Archangel, out of an Angus Hall mare, owned by Scott McEnany, Teresa Davidson, Cora Marshall, and Mart West Racing Stable. Scott McEnany trains. Sylvan Filion drives. Groom's Halo was a $50,000 London yearling sale purchase. And number 8 is Greg, a 2-year-old colt by Cadabra out of a Muscle Massive mare, owned by Bax Stable, Dave Hudson, and Happy Trail Stables. John Bax trains. Matt Bax will drive. Greg was a $45,000 Lexington Select yearling sale purchase. So that's your field of 8 for our opening qualifier on this Thursday from Woodbine Mohawk Park. Sun is shining. Track is fast. Temperature currently sitting at about 20 degrees Celsius. So we're up to 20 now, and it'll only get warmer as the session goes on. Good morning to those of you watching along at woodbinemohawkpark.com, on our YouTube channel, and through our social media accounts. Mark McKelvey with you to take you through this 10-race qualifying session, the first of 3 consecutive days of qualifiers here at Woodbine Mohawk Park. And we'd like to thank the Central Ontario Standardbred Association for their sponsorship of our live stream of this month's qualifiers and baby races. So the gate swings into the stretch for the first of 10 on this Thursday. Off stride is number 2, Horoscope. The other 7 are on gate, picking up speed, and here they come. And they're off and trotting. A breaker at the beginning was Arlanda. Coming through in the center is On a Streak, and pushing his way ahead is Groom's Halo for Filion. Towards the inside, Cambridge Star. In between horses is San Cristobal. On the outside, that is Greg. The rail starter, Duramax, and then back to the breakers, Arlanda and Horoscope. They go around the first turn, and the leader is Groom's Halo. So Groom's Halo sent to the top here this morning in his second qualifying attempt. He leads by about 3 lengths through an opening quarter of 30-4. Groom's Halo the leader as they'll move into the backstretch. Here's Christoforou and San Cristobal now to settle into second as they move over to the pylons in front of On a Streak in third. Fourth is Cambridge Star, and then it's a break of about 4 lengths going back to Greg in fifth. 2 lengths then to Duramax, who is followed by Arlanda, and off stride once again at the back is Horoscope. Going up to the half now, and it's still a 4-length advantage here for Groom's Halo. The gelded son of Archangels past the midway point in 101-2. So that was 30-3, just a smidge quicker there in the second quarter. The lead, though, continues to grow here for Groom's Halo. He's on top by 5. In second is San Cristobal, who's looking to pick it up right now as they go by 5/8. Get some separation then on a streak, who is in third. Whip over that one's back on the outside, advancing. Trying to gain a couple spots is Greg. Inside is Cambridge Star, swinging to the outside, Duramax, and then Arlanda, and last is Horoscope. The lead is down to 2 lengths here for Groom's Halo at 3/4 in 132 and 2. They're off the turn and into the stretch. Groom's Halo, San Cristobal now angling out for Christopheru. On the outside, this is Greg, and Greg continues his march towards the lead. Greg on the outside now is getting by Groom's Halo, Cambridge Star, and San Cristobal. Then coming between rivals is Arlanda, late after making a break early on. Deep stretch now. Coming back is Groom's Halo, and Groom's Halo will get it back to win. Second was Greg. Third goes to Arlanda. Then it was Duramax fourth. Time of the mile, 2:02 and 2. Battling back, Groom's Halo. Qualifier number 1 goes to number 7, Groom's Halo, a 2-year-old gelded son of Archangel out of an Angus Hall mare. Put a ring on it. Bred by Winback Farm, a $50,000 London selected yearling sale purchased, owned by Scott McEnany, Teresa Davidson, Cora Marshall, and Mart West Racing Stable. Scott McEnany is the trainer. Sylvan Filion was in the sulky. Second qualifier for Groom's Halo. Made a break in his debut qualifier a week ago. Rebounds here this morning, battling back after cutting out fractions of 30 and 4, 101 and 2, 132 and 2. Gave up a short lead in the lane, but comes back to win in 2:02 and 2. Full order of finish will be coming your way in just a moment. Here's the order of finish from the first qualifier. Number 1, Duramax, was 4th. Number 2, Horoscope, 8th. Number 3, Cambridge Star, 6th. Number 4, San Cristobal, 5th. Number 5, On a Streak, 7th. Number 6, Arlanda, 3rd. Number 7, Groom's Halo was the winner. And number 8, Greg, was 2nd. 4, 8, 6, 5, 7, 3, 1, 2 is your order of finish. The fractions were 30 and 4, 101 and 2, 132 and 2, 2:02 and 2 for the winner. Number 7, Groom's Halo. Starting gate beginning to move for our second qualifier. It'll be a field of 6, a couple of scratches here. Take out number 1, Harry, and scratch number 3, Party Life. So the new rail starter will be number 2, Test Your Magic, a 2-year-old colt by Cadabra out of a muscled Yankee mare, owned by Greg McNair, Jim Fielding, Kevin McKinley, and Jerry Boeve. Greg McNair trains, Doug McNair drives, $50,000 Harrisburg buy. 3 is out for I'm Hill on Wheels, a 2-year-old colt by Muscle Hill out of an Andover Hall mare, owned by the stable I'm Hill on Wheels. Trainer driver is Mario by Argent. I'm Hill on Wheels was a $22,000 Lexington Select Yearling Sale purchase. 5, See My Kicks Hanover, is a gelded son of Wheelin' and Dealin' out of a Yankee Glide mare, owned by Determination, trained by Luke Blay. Bob McClure drives, a $40,000 Harrisburg buy. 6, Mystic, gelded son of Cadabra out of a Donna Rail mare, owned by Susie Kerwood and Renee Dion. Dion trains. Chris Christoforou drives, a $14,000 Lexington purchase. 7, Get to the Point, is a 2-year-old colt by Muscle Mass out of a Dewey Cheatham and Howe mare, owned by High Stakes Incorporated and Henry Stable. Wayne Henry's the trainer driver. And to complete the field, number 8 is Logan Park, a 2-year-old colt by Archangel out of a Muscle Mass mare, owned by Out of the Park Stable. Reg Higgs and Arpad Zabo, trained by Rob Fellows. The driver is Louis-Philippe Bois. Logan Park was a $57,000 London Selected Yearling Sale purchase. So it's a group of 6 for our second qualifier. Gate swings into the stretch. They're picking up speed, and here they come. And they're off and trotting. Making a break at the beginning went See My Kicks Hanover. From the center, this is Mystic, who will get the first call. Trotting from the outside is Logan Park, who will cross over into second. Hill on Wheels looking to hold ground in third. Sliding in fourth is Get to the Point in front of Test Your Magic fifth. And then it's back to See My Kicks Hanover. Into the first turn they go, and it's Mystic the leader. The gelded son of Cadabra will show the way up to the opening quarter, leading by a little more than a length and a half. The opening split was 30 and a fifth. Moving into the backstretch, Mystic is the leader. Second qualifier here for Mystic, who made a break in his debut qualifier. Looking to put it all together here this morning, and he's looking good on the lead, trotting comfortably by a pair of lengths in front of Logan Park, who's also his second qualifier. Then in third is I'm Hill on Wheels. Take 2 for that one. Back to fourth for Get to the Point, and then it is Test Your Magic. The last one is See My Kicks Hanover. Past the half off a 30-1 opening quarter. 101-1 is your half-mile clocking. 31 seconds in the second quarter. Mystic has to pick it up a little bit now as he trots into the far turn. Logan Park remains in second. I'm Hill on Wheels is in third. Fourth is Get to the Point. The debuting Test Your Magic is trotting in fifth. See My Kicks Hanover is last. 3/4 is the next destination here for Mystic. Mystic is going to be the leader, and he races past the 3/4 mile pole in 1:31-4. Turning for home. 1:31-4. That's 30-3 in the third quarter. Mystic will try to finish the job. Logan Park remains in behind for Wah. Then it's I'm Hill on Wheels. Outside coming is Get to the Point, trying to gain a spot. And then Test Your Magic. Less than an eighth of a mile to go. It's still a 2-length advantage here for Mystic. And Mystic's looking comfortable on the lead. Not being asked late. He's just going to trot through the line for a length and a half score. Finishing in second was Logan Park. Then third went down Hill on Wheels, followed by Get to the Point, Test Your Magic, and See My Kicks Hanover. 2 minutes, 4/5 for Mystic. Baby race number 2 on this Thursday goes to number 6, Mystic, a 2-year-old gelded son of Cadabra out of a Donna Rail mare, Mystical Oaks. Bred by Dunroven Stud LLC, Lexington, Kentucky, owned by Susie Kerwood and Renee Dion. Dion, the trainer. Chris Christoforou was in the sulky. $14,000 Lexington Selected Yearling Sale purchase was Mystic. Second qualifier, made a break last week. This morning, it's a clean mile, coast-to-coast victory with fractions of 30-1, 101-1, 131-4, 2 minutes and 4/5, closing it out with a 29-second final quarter as Mystic takes our second of 10 qualifiers here today. Here is the order of finish from the second qualifier. Number 1 was Scratch. Number 2, Test Your Magic, was 5th. Number 3 was Scratch. Number 4, Hill on Wheels, was 3rd. Number 5, See My Kicks, Hanover, 6th. Number 6, Mystic, the winner. Number 7, Get to the Point, was 4th. And number 8, Logan Park, was 2nd. Top to bottom, Scratch 5, Scratch 3, 6, 1, 4, 2. As mentioned, fractions were 30 and 1, 101 and 1, 131 and 4, 2 minutes and 4/5 for Mystic. Up next is our third qualifier. Scheduled to be a field of 9. Waiting for the final changes. There is the last one to come out, Big John Monahan, number 8. So that means we have all 9 rookie trotters on the track. JB Renault will drive number 7, Flow Chart. Here is the field, as they'll head to the backstretch and gather behind the gate in just a moment. But we've got some time, so let's meet the field. Number 1, Feelin' Some Magic, is a 2-year-old colt by Cadabra out of a Broadway Hall mare, owned by Back Stable, Gaelic Stable 2, Don Allenson in the Cavalier Stable, John Bax trains, Matt Bax will drive. Feelin' Some Magic was a $30,000 Lexington Select yearling sale purchase. 2, Rookie Season, 2-year-old colt by Glide Master out of a Mutineer mare, owned by Hut Racing Stable, trained by Blake McIntosh. Chris Christopher drives, $6,000 London yearling sale grad. 3, Sweet Soul David, is a 2-year-old colt by Cadabra out of a Chocolatier mare, owned by Matthew Harrison, Denny St. Pierre, Tiffany Staley, and Patrick Lang. Lang is the trainer. Paul McDonnell will drive. 4, Rocketing, 2-year-old colt by Angus Hall out of a Valley Victory mare, owned by Maggie Jones, Jody Simmons, John Henn, and Rick Ryer. Keith Jones trains. Louis-Philippe Watt drives, a $28,000 London yearling sale buy. 5, Publicity Seekers, a 2-year-old colt by Muscle Massive out of a Here Comes Herbie mare, owned by Richard Thompson, Stephen Bossens, and Derek Reed. Boston's Train, Sylvain Filion in the sulky, $38,000 London buy. 6 Argento, 2-year-old gelded son of Donato Hanover out of a Tom Ridge mare, owned by the stable Argento Group, trained and driven by Anthony McDonald, $17,000 Lexington Select purchase. 7 is Flowchart, gelded son of Holiday Road out of a Federal Flex mare, owned and bred by Glengate Farms. Pat Hunt trains. Burt Renault will drive, a $30,000 London graduate. 8 is Big John Monahan, 2-year-old colt by Johnny William out of a Here Comes Herbie mare, owned and bred by Henry Stable. Wayne Henry trains and drives. And number 9 is Muscle Dynasty, 2-year-old colt by Muscle Hill out of a Cadabra mare, owned by Dreamville Stable, trained by Mike Keeling. Bob McClure drives, a $55,000 Lexington Select yearling sale purchase. So 9 in a line for qualifier number 3. 2-year-old Colton Gelding Trotters are picking up speed, and here they come. And they're off and trotting. A breaker in the center. Off stride went number 5, Publicity Seeker. From the outside, Muscle Dynasty started the furthest out and is crossing over in front of rivals to lead them to the first turn. Flowchart is in second. Then it is Argento at the middle. Coming through at the inside is Rookie Season. And in behind the top horses is Rocketing, who is currently 4th. Trying to drop in 5th now will be Flowchart in front of Sweet Soul David. Then it goes back to Feeling Some Magic. And then it is back to our breakers. That was Big John Monahan and Publicity Seeker. The opening quarter was cut out in 31-2, and that was courtesy of Muscle Dynasty. Lead is short-lived, however. Rookie Season comes around now for Christoforou. They're doing some trotting here as they go by 3/8, as the new leader now is Rookie Season, and the son of Glidemaster in his debut is able to take the lead moving up towards the half. Muscle Dynasty in second, 3 lengths going back to Argento in third. Racing in fourth is Rocketing, followed 5th by Flowchart. 6 as they go past the half is Sweet Soul David, and then it is Feeling Some Magic. The half 101 and 3. The final 2 is well back to Big John Monahan and Publicity Seeker. Into the far turn they go, and the leader for Chris Christoforou, Rookie Season. Rookie Season leading by nearly 2 lengths. Muscle Dynasty, after the good beginning, is trying to stay right with the leader. Getting closer from third is Argento. Then in fourth is Rocketing. 3/4 time, 131 flat. So they'll turn for home. And the leader is Rookie Season. Now swinging to the outside. Muscle Dynasty put in some bad steps and goes off stride. Muscle Dynasty off stride will get out of the way of Argento, but it's now a lead of about 4 lengths with a less than 1/8 of a mile to go for Rookie Season. Rookie Season, the leader. Argento keeping it together in second. Muscle Dynasty reset. Sweet Soul David is back in 4th. Coming to the line, Rookie Season. Starts his Rookie Season, a winner in his debut qualifier. Second was Argento. Muscle Dynasty 3rd. Then it was Sweet Soul David, followed by Rocketing, Flowchart, Publicity Seeker, Feeling Some Magic, and Big John Monahan. 2 minutes and 3/5 for Rookie Season. Third qualifier of the morning goes to number 2, Rookie Season, a 2-year-old colt by Glidemaster, out of the Mutineer mare, Georgia Baby, bred by Winback Farm, Hutt Racing Stable, owns. Blake McIntosh trains. Chris Christoforou in the sulky. Debut qualifier for Rookie Season, who was a $6,000 London Selected Yearling Sale graduate, sees him take the lead in the second quarter and march on to a 2 minutes and 3/5 victory. Rookie Season takes the third, scoring the victory for Christoforou and McIntosh. Here was the order of finish from the third qualifier. Number 1, Feeling Some Magic, was 8th. Number 2, Rookie Season, the winner. Number 3, Sweet Soul David, was 4th. Number 4, Rocketing, 5th. Number 5, Publicity Seeker, 7th. Number 6, Argento, 2nd. Number 7, Flowchart, 6th. Number 8, Big John Monahan, 9th. And number 9, Muscle Dynasty, was 3rd. Top to bottom, 814, 572, 693. Fractions were 31-2, 101-3, 131, 2 minutes and 3/5 for the winner, Rookie Season. Next is the fourth qualifier. Total of 10 cues on this Thursday morning. The first 5 all for 2-year-old trotting colts and geldings. So as we continue on with some baby race action here in the fourth, we will have a field of 9. All 9 now out onto the track. No changes. Let's meet the field. Number 1 is Lucky Rascal. A 2-year-old colt by Father Patrick out of an Andover Hall mare owned by Santo Vena and Nunzio Vena, trained by Ben Bayarjan. Sylvain Filion is in the sulky. Lucky Rascal was a $35,000 Lexington Select yearling sale purchase. 2 is Moose on Your Caboose. 2-year-old colt by Archangel out of a Tagliabue mare, owned by Yolanda Fellows, Blair Corbeil, Mike McAllister, and Arpad Zabo. Trained by Rob Fellows. Louis-Philippe Watt drives a $65,000 London yearling sale buy. 3 is Royal Tyrone. Gelded Son of Royalty for Life out of a Yankee Glide mare, owned by 1187422 Ontario Incorporated. Isabel Darvaux trains. Robert Shepard drives a $13,000 London purchase. 4 is Dewey Deo. 2-year-old colt by Cadabra out of an Andover Hall mare, owned by Determination, trained by Luke Blais. Bob McClure at the controls. Dewey Deo was a $75,000 Lexington Select yearling sale purchase. 5 is Muscle Builder. 2-year-old colt by Muscle Hill out of an Angus Hall mare, owned by Greg McNair, Jim Averett, and Jim Fielding. Trained by Greg McNair, Doug McNair drives, $25,000 Lexington buy. 6 is Hawke's Bay, 2-year-old colt by Muscle Mass out of a Cadabra mare, owned by Tony Holmes and Walter Zent, trained by Susie Kerwitz. Scott Young is in the sulky. 7 is Time Will Chrome, 2-year-old colt by Muscle Mass out of a Conway Hall mare, owned by Larry Maneri, Michael Guerrero, and George Harrison, trained by Anthony Beaton. Jody Jameson is the driver, a $22,000 Harrisburg purchase. 8, Sonio Rocks, is a 2-year-old colt by El Sonio Dream out of a Lucky Chucky mare owned by Bill Maines, Steve Papillon, and Randy Christopher. Gerald Lilly trains. Trevor Henry drives. And to complete the field, number 9 is Off-Road Hanover, a Gelded Son of Trixton out of a Yankee Glide mare owned by the stable Off-Road Hanover. Trainer-driver is Mario Bayarjan, and Off-Road Hanover was a $27,000 purchase at last November's Harrisburg yearling sale. So that's your field of 9 for our fourth qualifier. They're lined up behind the starting gate as the gate approaches the top of the stretch. Starting gate picking up speed. Rookie Trotters in line, and here they come. They're off and trotting. Pretty even beginning here for the most part, but the 2 quickest away are going to be Hawke's Bay and Time Will Chrome. From the inside, Moose on Your Caboose will get into 3rd. Looking to drop into the 4-hole is Off-Road Hanover in front of Royal Tyrone. At the rail, Lucky Rascal caught on the outside, but about to find a seat is Muscle Builder in front of Sonio Rocks. And the final one is Dewey Deo. Group of 9 goes around the first turn, and all of them are coming to the opening quarter being led here by Hawke's Bay. 30-4 was the opening split. Hawke's Bay is the leader. Group of 9 will swing into the backstretch in single file order. Hawke's Bay is on top by nearly 2 lengths. Time Will Chrome trots in 2nd and will tighten up there. They're in racing in 3rd is Moose on Your Caboose, followed in 4th by Off-Road Hanover. 5th is Royal Tyrone. Then it's a break of about 3 lengths, going back to Lucky Rascal, who is in 6th. 7th, as they race up the backstretch, is Muscle Builder, followed by Sonio Rocks, and the trailer is Dewey Deo. The half was hit in 102 flat, so that was a 31-1 second quarter, and the leader is Hawke's Bay. Muscle Mass Colt taking them into the far turn. 2nd continues to be Time Will Chrome. Inside 3rd, Moose on Your Caboose. Making a move now and gaining a few spots. Here comes Royal Tyrone on the outside for Shepard, now up into 3rd. Also coming off the pylons from there in 5th is Off-Road Hanover. Then we go back to Lucky Rascal, who is racing in 6th. And about to be confronted now is Hawke's Bay. The lead shrinks down to a length at 3/4 in 1:32. 30 seconds flat in the 3rd quarter. Hawke's Bay at the inside. On the outside, here is Royal Tyrone, and Royal Tyrone looks to get on by. Now angling out is Time Will Chrome in behind. On the outside, that is Off-Road Hanover. In behind horses is Moose on Your Caboose. Digging in is Hawke's Bay at the inside. It's Hawke's Bay and Royal Tyrone. Royal Tyrone with the short lead. Hawke's Bay is battling back, though. They're coming towards the line, these two to decide it, and when they get to the wire, it'll be Royal Tyrone to win. Hawke's Bay was 2nd. 3rd went to Time Will Chrome. Then it appeared to be Moose on Your Caboose over Off-Road Hanover. Lucky Rascal. Then it was Sonio Rocks, Muscle Builder, and Dewey Deo, 201 and 2. Big third quarter move from number 3, Royal Tyrone. We'll see this gelded that's on a royalty for life. Able to edge Hawks Bay to take our 4th qualifier in 201 and 2. For Royal Tyrone, as mentioned, a gelded that's on a royalty for life. He's out of the Yankee Glide mare Steppin' Out. Bred by Graham Burgess, owned by 1187422 Ontario Inc., a $13,000 London yearling sale purchase. The trainer is Isabelle Darvaux, the driver Robert Shepard. Second qualifier for Royal Tyrone, finished up strong in his debut to grab a second place finish, but here this morning in take 2, he stops the clock in 201 and 2. Here's the order of finish from the 4th qualifier. Number 1, Lucky Rascal was 6th. Number 2, Moussenier Caboose was 4th. Number 3, Royal Tyrone, the winner. Number 4, Dewey Deo, 9th. Number 5, Muscle Builder, 8th. Number 6, Hawks Bay, 2nd. Number 7, Tamo Chrome, 3rd. Number 8, Sonio Rock, 7th. And number 9, Off-Road Hanover was 5th. 641, 982, 375. That is your order of finish. The fractions were 30 and 4, 102, 132, 201 and 2 for the winner, number 3, Royal Tyrone. Coming up next is our 5th qualifier. This will be the final qualifier of the morning for 2-year-old Colton gelding trotters. After that, we will take a break, and when qualifying action resumes, qualifiers 6 through 10 will feature 3-year-olds and up. Up next is the 5th, rookie trotters moving out onto the track. Coming up next is our fifth qualifier. All 8 two-year-old Colton gelding trotters are on the track. There are no changes for the fifth qualifier, so let's meet the field. Number 1, Kilauea, is a 2-year-old colt by Cadabra out of a Striking Sabra mare, owned by Blooming Wood Farms Limited, who are also the breeders. Greg McNair trains, Doug McNair drives. Number 2 is Power and Strength, 2-year-old colt by Archangel out of an Angus Hall mare, owned by Yolanda Fellows, Blair Corbeil, and Arpad Zabo. Rob Fellows trains. Louis-Philippe Waugh will drive. A $12,000 Lexington Selected Yearling Sale purchase. 3 is Jula Magician, a 2-year-old colt by Cadabra out of a Dream Vacation mare, owned by Jula Racing, Inc., trained by Susie Kerwood. Jody Jameson drives. A $32,000 Harrisburg buy. 4, Daylon Midnight is a 2-year-old colt by Royalty for Life out of a Super Pleasure mare, owned by Daylon Farms Limited and Gordon Yo. Dave Lemon trains, Wayne Henry will drive. 5 is Golden Compass. Sebastian K. colt out of a Broadway Hall mare, owned by Karen Olson Burgess and Sterling Fisher, trained and driven by Blair Burgess, a $7,000 Harrisburg purchase. Number 6, Show Me Some Muscle, is a 2-year-old colt by Muscle Mass out of an Angus Hall mare, owned by Gestion J.Y. Blais, trained by Claude Cadeau, Chris Christopheru and the Sulky, $22,000 Harrisburg buy. 7, Macho Martini, 2-year-old colt by Muscle Mass out of a Striking Sabra mare, owned by Determination, trained by Luke Blais. The driver is Bob McClure. Macho Martini was a $37,000 Harrisburg buy. And number 8 is Dealin' with Dewey, 2-year-old colt by Wheelin' and Dealin' out of a Dewey Cheatham and Howe mare. Ben Bayarjan is the owner-breeder, also the trainer, while Mario Bayarjan will do the driving. So that's your field of 8 for our fifth qualifier. You see them up on the gate right now as it enters the far turn. A reminder, we will have a break following qualifier number 5. This is our final qualifier of the morning for 2-year-olds. Following the 5th, there will be a break before we resume around 11 a.m. with qualifiers 6 through 10, which will be for 3-year-olds and up. Starting gate to the head of the stretch. Field of 8. 2-year-old trotting colts are lined up. They're picking up speed, and here they come. And they're off and trotting. Daylon Midnight comes through, but the quickest away is clearly Jula Magician for Jody Jameson. Jula Magician trots out well. So dropping in behind will be Daylon Midnight, and then it is Golden Compass and Show Me Some Muscle. So 3, 4, 5, 6 gets away 1, 2, 3, 4. Meanwhile, Power and Strength gets away in 5th at the rails, Kilauea, and then it is Macho Martini and Dealin' with Dewey. Around the first turn they go, and Jula Magician is the leader. Son of Cadabra will take him to the opening quarter. The opening quarter is going to be up on the board in 32 seconds even. Not the quickest opening quarter here, but for the debuting Jula Magician, he looks good on the lead. Leads by a little more than a length and a half. Daylon Midnight is racing in 2nd. Then in 3rd is Golden Compass. Show Me Some Muscle is in 4th. 5th is Power and Strength, followed 6th by Kilauea. 7th is Macho Martini. And then it's a break of about 7 lengths going back to Dealin' with Dewey, who is 8th. They're approaching the midway point. They're tightening up at the front. It is Jula Magician in control. Right on the leader's back. From in 2nd is Daylon Midnight, while Golden Compass is right there in 3rd. The half was hit in 1:03 and 3. 31 and 3 in the 2nd quarter after a 32-second opening split. Entering the far turn, it's Jula Magician, the leader. Still in the 2-hole is Daylon Midnight. Then in 3rd, Golden Compass. Show Me Some Muscle is then about 3 lengths back in 4th. 5th, as they go around the far turn, is Power and Strength, followed by Kilauea. And then it is Macho Martini. Dealin' with Dewey is the trailer. Out from 3rd, Golden Compass gets on the march. It's 2 lengths away from the leader, Jula Magician, who hit 3/4 in 1:34. Off the turn into the stretch. 30 and 2 third quarter for Jula Magician, looking to be a coast-to-coast winner, and creates a little bit of separation approaching the 8th pole. Daylon Midnight is trying to pick it back up, and Daylon Midnight trying to inch in a little closer, while Golden Compass is in 3rd. Show Me Some Muscle is back there in 4th. Less than a 16th to go. It's still Jula Magician with the lead. Daylon Midnight's up to the wheel, but isn't going to get much closer. Jula Magician will win. Daylon Midnight was 2nd. Then it was Golden Compass 3rd, followed by Show Me Some Muscle, Power and Strength, Macho Martini, Kilauea, and Dealing with Dewey, 203 flat for Jula Magician. Fifth qualifier, our final for 2-year-olds on this Thursday morning, goes to number 3, Jula Magician, a 2-year-old colt by Cadabra, out of the Dream Vacation mare, Nicole's Promise, bred by Concord Stud Farm LLC, trained by Susie Kerwood for owners Jula Racing Incorporated. Jody Jameson was in the sulky. Jula Magician debuting here this morning, and he's going to post a coast-to-coast win in 203 flat. He was the $32,000 Harrisburg yearling purchase last November. Comes through in his debut. 203, the time of the mile. Here was the order of finish from the 5th. Number 1, Kilauea was 7th. Number 2, Power and Strength 5th. Number 3, Jula Magician, the winner. Number 4, Daylon Midnight was 2nd. Number 5, Golden Compass 3rd. Number 6, Show Me Some Muscle 4th. Number 7, Macho Martini 6th. And number 8, Dealing with Dewey was 8th. 7, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8 on the bottom. That is your order of finish from the 5th. The fractions were 32, 103 and 3, 134, 203 flat for the winner, number 3, Jula Magician. With the conclusion of our 5th qualifier, we will now take a break. Break will be about 40 minutes or so. That's the estimated time before we'll resume with qualifiers 6 through 10. That does it for the babies here on this Thursday morning. The remaining qualifiers will feature 3-year-olds and up. 2-year-old qualifiers continue tomorrow morning here at Woodbine Mohawk Park. It'll be all 2-year-old fillies in action, 13 qualifiers in total. And then on Saturday morning, we will see the 2-year-old pacing colts and geldings on display. And once again, those qualifiers will get underway at 9:30 a.m. So a break now before we resume with the back half of this morning's qualifying session. All right, we're preparing to resume with this morning's qualifiers from Woodbine Mohawk Park. 10 qualifiers on the docket here this morning. And up next is the 6th. We now move to 3-year-olds and up. Trotters here for the 6th qualifier. All 3-year-old colts and geldings. Here's the field for the 6th qualifier. Number 1, Remember I'm Royal, is a 3-year-old colt by Royalty for Life. The trainer-driver is Blair Burgess. 2, Goaltender, 3-year-old colt by Wheelin' and Dealin'. Trainer-driver is Marie-Claude Auger. 3, Forgive Me Father, is a 3-year-old colt by Father Patrick, trained by Dustin Jones. Chris Christopher drives. 4, Life is Good Hanover, is a 3-year-old gelded son of Royalty for Life. The trainer-driver is Sean Stacy. 5, Perpetuate, is a 3-year-old colt by Cadabra, trained by Mike Keeling. Paul McDonnell will drive. 6, Maceno, is a 3-year-old colt by Muscle Mass, trained by Julie Walker. Jean-Bernard Bernot is the driver. And number 7, the Irish Guy, 3-year-old colt by Royalty for Life, trained by Brett Karachi. The driver is Phil Houdon. So the only change here in the 6th, Sean Stacy drives the 4, Life is Good Hanover. Group of 7, 3-year-old trotters lined up as we resume with today's qualifying action from Mohawk Park. Starting gate into the stretch, picking up speed, and here they come. And they're off and trotting. Forgive Me Father splits through to the early lead. From the inside, Remember I'm Royal. In the center of the track, that is Perpetuate, who was forwardly placed by McDonnell. Then in between horses is Life is Good Hanover. Getting away 5th is Goaltender, 6th is Maceno, and the last one is the Irish Guy. They're into the first turn, and this is Perpetuate, who has claimed the top spot. Perpetuate touches down on the lead, approaching the opening quarter. Leads by a little more than a length and a half over Forgive Me Father at an opening split of 29 and 4. So the field goes into the backstretch. Off stride at the back was the Irish Guy. The Irish Guy has made a break. So 6 of them remain trotting, and out from 3rd now. Here comes Life is Good Hanover on the march here in the 2nd quarter, looking to make a rush up to the lead. Life is Good Hanover, the gelded son of Royalty for Life, is sweeping up now, looking to take the lead from Perpetuate. Right in behind him, 3rd is Forgive Me Father. Then it's a break of about 7 lengths going back to Remember I'm Royal, who is followed then in 5th. And coming to the outside by Goaltender, Maceno, and the Irish Guy's last. The half was 1 minute even. They're entering the far turn. New leader, Life is Good Hanover. Life is Good Hanover, who was 1 for 7 in his rookie campaign, did hit the board in 4 of those 7 starts. Opens up a lead of about 3.5 lengths, heading towards 3/4. Perpetuate in 2nd. 3rd is Forgive Me Father. Then it's back to Goaltender. Maceno going around Remember I'm Royal. And the last one is the Irish Guy, 3/4, 129 flat, turning for home off a 29-second 3rd quarter. This is Life is Good Hanover, debut qualifier in the 3-year-old season for this gelding, and he is trotting home strong, looking to close out the job. Now the rail opens up for Perpetuate, and he's got a little more. Life is Good Hanover getting a little tired late and drifting out. Perpetuate is coming back on the inside, and here is Perpetuate to reclaim the lead late and to win. Finishing 2nd, Life is Good Hanover. 3rd went to Maceno. Then it was Goaltender up the inside for 4th over Forgive Me Father. Remember I'm Royal, and the Irish Guy, 159 flat. So qualifier number 6, our first look at 3-year-olds. Sees number 5, Perpetuate, score a 159 qualifying victory. 3-year-old colt by Cadabra out of the Balanced Image mare Victory Bouquet, owned by SRF Stable. Trained by Mike Keeling, driven to victory by Paul McDonnell. Perpetuate, this was his first qualifier of his 3-year-old campaign. He raced 5 times as a rookie, was winless in those 5 starts, with his final start being on August 24th at Georgian Downs. Returns here for the first time on June 25th and scores a 159 qualifying victory in qualifier number 6. Here is the order of finish from the 6. Number 1, should say number 1, Remember I'm Royal, was 6th. Number 2, Goaltender, 4th. Number 3, Forgive Me Father, 5th. Number 4, Life is Good, Hanover, 2nd. Number 5, Perpetuate the Winner. Number 6, Maceno was 3rd. And number 7, The Irish Guy, was 7th. Top to bottom, 6, 4, 5, 2, 1, 3, 7. Fractions were 29 and 4. A minute even, 129, 159 for number 5, Perpetuate. And coming up next is our 7th qualifier. That'll be a field of 5. No changes here for the 7th. This will feature 3-year-old fillies, the inside 4, with the outside starter being a 4-year-old mare. Trotters will be heading to the gate in just a moment, but we have some time, so let's meet the field. Number 1 is Muscle Chrome, a 3-year-old filly by Muscle Mass, trained by Harry Polton. Anthony McDonald drives. 2 is Sonadoro Deo, a 3-year-old filly by Cadabra, trained by Luke Blay with Bob McClure. 3, She Rocks Kemp, is a 3-year-old filly by Cadabra, trained by Tony O'Sullivan. The driver is Trevor Henry. 4 is Yen, a 3-year-old filly by E.L. Titan, trained by Julie Walker. Rick Zeron drives. And number 5 is Lucky Johanna, a 4-year-old mare, trained by Pat Shepard. Doug McNair is in the sulky. So that's your field of 5 for the 7th. And these 5 ladies on the trot will be called to the gate in just a moment. Starting gate beginning to roll. As this field of 5 takes their spots. 7th of 10 qualifiers here today at Woodbine Mohawk Park. What started out as a very sunny morning has gone cloudy. The temperature hasn't dropped or no precipitation. Starting gate to the top of the stretch. It's a field of 5 for the 7th. And they're off and trotting. Lucky Johanna made a break on the outside. Coming through is Sonadoro Deo to claim the early lead. Here is Yen, who is going to drop into second in front of Muscle Chrome from the rail, who is third. Then fourth, that is She Rocks Kemp, and trying to reset is Lucky Johanna. They drive into the first turn. Sonadoro Deo, the daughter of Cadabra, is the leader, and Sonadoro Deo will bring him to the opening quarter, leading comfortably by a pair of lengths. Looking to grab on to the leaders back in second, that is Yen. The opening quarter, 30-4. Not a lot of early speed here, and it's a quartet that remains trotting through the opening quarter. And then looking to catch up to this top 4 is Lucky Johanna. She's back trotting, and she's trotting well from the back, but she's still got to make up about 15 lengths. So the leader is Sonadoro Deo. Second is Yen. Third is Muscle Chrome. And fourth is She Rocks Kemp. Coming up towards the half, and the daughter of Cadabra, Sonadoro Deo, is leading Yen, who's a daughter of E.L. Titan. Racing in third is the Muscle Mass Filly Muscle Chrome, and another daughter of Cadabra. That's She Rocks Kemp in fourth. The half, 101 flat. The 4-year-old mare Lucky Johanna has nearly caught up to the top 4 as she did some trotting there in that second quarter to get closer to the lead. 101 was the half-mile clocking, and going towards 3/4, Sonadoro Deo continues to lead. Yen has been getting the perfect trip right on her back, and she'll be ready for the stretch drive. Gapping a bit in third is Muscle Chrome. She Rocks Camp waiting for her cue. She comes to the outside now from Henry in fourth, and Lucky Johanna is fifth. 1:30-2. They're into the stretch. Sonadoro Deo, Yen to the outside, looking to slingshot by, and now here comes She Rocks Camp. She's only 3 lengths away. Less than an eighth of a mile to go. Sonadoro Deo surrenders the lead at the inside. She tries to dig in. Yen and She Rocks Kemp is coming on the outside now. Yen, She Rocks Kemp, they're coming towards the finish line, and Yen is going to win it by about a neck. Second went to She Rocks Kemp. Third was Sonadoro Deo. Then it was Muscle Chrome and Lucky Johanna, 1:59-2. So it's a measured victory there for number 4, Yen, in qualifier number 7. 3-year-old filly by E.L. Titan out of the Andover Hall mare, Christiana Hanover. Owned and bred by Overseas Farms Limited, trained by Julie Walker. Rick Zeron was in the sulky. Yen was 3 for 7 in her rookie campaign. She was also in the top 3 in 6 of those 7 starts. Took a mark of 1:59-2, which she has just matched here in this qualifier. 1 start under her belt this season for Yen. And she tunes up for an Ontario Sire Stakes season ahead, here with a victory in the 7th. Here is the order of finish. Number 1, Muscle Chrome was 4th. Number 2, Sonadoro Deo 3rd. Number 3, She Rocks Kemp 2nd. Number 4, Yen the winner. And number 5, Lucky Johanna was 5th. 4-3-2-1-5 is your order of finish. The fractions were 30-4, 101, 130-2, 1:59-2 for the winner, Yen. Next up is qualifier number 8. It'll be a field of 5 on the pace. A couple of 4-year-old pacing mares going up against a trio of sophomore pacers. Sylvan Filion drives one Sporty Katie. Starting gate beginning to move into position. Here's the field of 5 for the 8th. Number 1, Sporty Katie, is a 4-year-old mare trained by Robert Hicks. The driver is Sylvan Filion. 2, Postmodernism, 4-year-old mare trained by Jody Howard. The driver is Bob McClure. 3, Epic Proportion, is a 3-year-old gelding trained by Dave Keys. The driver is Scott Young. 4, Better in Cash, is a 3-year-old colt trained by Tony O'Sullivan. The driver, Doug McNair. And the 5, Outlaw for Your Eyes Only, is a 3-year-old gelding. Trainer-driver is Paul Davies. Starting gate picking up speed as this field of 5 swings into the stretch. Pacers lined up for qualifier number 8. And they're off and pacing. Coming through in the center is Epic Proportion, but the quickest away and hustling off the wings of the gate is Outlaw for Your Eyes Only. Outlaw for Your Eyes Only crosses over to the lead. Epic Proportion in second from the rail. Sporty Katie gets away in third. Then Better in Cash will get in front of Postmodernism as this field of 5 enters the first turn. Outlaw for Your Eyes Only, the 3-year-old gelding, will show the way with a loose lead of about 2.5 lengths coming to the opening quarter, and he paces through that station in 29 and 3. Outlaw for Your Eyes Only swings him into the backstretch, a leader by 2.5 lengths. Racing in second, qualifying for the second time, is Epic Proportion. Then in third is Sporty Katie, followed by Better in Cash, and Postmodernism is in fifth. So this group is heading up towards the half, and leading the way for trainer-driver Paul Davies is Outlaw for Your Eyes Only. And Outlaw for Your Eyes Only, who was 1 for 8 in his rookie campaign, racing out in Alberta, has passed the half in 59 and 2. Just a tad slower there in the second quarter after a 29 and 3 opener. Outlaw for Your Eyes Only goes 29 and 4 in the second quarter, but continues to lead by about 3.5 lengths. Second is Epic Proportion. Whip up over the back now of Sporty Katie off stride in fourth. Went Better in Cash. Getting around that one is Postmodernism. Now 3/4 is about to pop up with Outlaw for Your Eyes Only, the leader, hitting 3/4 in 1:29 and 1. Back to back, 29 and 4 splits, and into the lane comes Outlaw for Your Eyes Only. Epic Proportion called upon to try and catch up to the leader, but is still 2 lengths away. Here comes Postmodernism now, and that 4-year-old mare is making up ground quickly out in the center of the track. Postmodernism now is sweeping by, and she will take the lead in the final 16th. Outlaw for Your Eyes Only tries to battle back a bit, but it is Postmodernism to take it. Outlaw for Your Eyes Only was second. Third goes to Epic Proportion. Then it was Sporty Katie and Better in Cash, 1:58 and 2. Four-year-old pacing mare, Postmodernism, takes the 8th qualifier. Bob McClure, Jody Howard, 1 for 1 this season, Postmodernism. That victory coming back in January. Second qualifier now for this 4-year-old pacing mare. She qualified a week ago, capping off her mile with a 27-1 final quarter. Timed in 57 and 2. Here this morning, sweeps by. She was 5th throughout most of this one. Comes by to win in 1:58 and 2. 2 more to go here this morning at Woodbine Mohawk Park. Qualifier number 9 is coming up next. Next up is the 9th qualifier. And it appears it'll just be a field of 3. 1, 2, 3. That's what's going to compete. 4, 5, and 6 are out. So scratch 4 reels to reel, 5 Ghost Dance, and 6 Pedro Hanover. Here's the field. Number 1, Trip Aces Hanover. 4-year-old mare trained by Herb Holland with Rick Zeron. 2 is Outlaw State of Mind. 3-year-old gelding, trainer drivers Paul Davies. And 3, Better Because, is a 5-year-old mare trained by Jared Bako with Doug McNair in the sulky. So 3 of them to go forward here in the 9th. Trip Aces Hanover, Outlaw State of Mind, and Better Because, your 3 competitors. They swing into the stretch, picking up speed, and here they come. And they're off and pacing. Trip Aces Hanover is going to be the quickest away at the inside, and they're going to get lined up. Outlaw State of Mind and Better Because now will move over to the inside for McNair. So Trip Aces Hanover will show the way for Rick Zeron, while Paul Davies and Outlaw State of Mind sit second, and third is Better Because and Doug McNair. Into the first turn, and they'll head to the opening quarter. Good tempo here, as the opening quarter, I should say the first eighth was paced in 14. The opening quarter is going to be 28 and 4, so 14 and 4 in that second eighth. And as they'll move into the backstretch, it's a 2-length advantage for Trip Aces Hanover. 3 for 23 last year. She had last season 15 top 3 finishes in those 23 starts, trained by Herb Holland. Trip Aces Hanover with a mark of 152 and 2 is racing them up towards the half. Outlaw State of Mind won 3 of 8 last year as a rookie, racing in Alberta for trainer driver Paul Davies. The half was 58 and 2. And then third is Better Because, an Australian invader, qualifying for the second time since arriving here. For trainer Jared Bako, Doug McNair at the controls, calling upon Better Because, the 5-year-old, to pick it up, as now she gets a little closer to Outlaw State of Mind in second, and Trip Aces Hanover the leader as they hit 3/4. And as they'll race by 3/4, just a length and a half separating them, 1:28 the 3/4 time. Turning for home, Trip Aces Hanover now is going to have to try and fend off Better Because. And here's Better Because looking to charge on by. Outlaw State of Mind looking to come up the inside, so it'll be 3 across with an eighth of a mile to go. Trip Aces Hanover still with the lead. Zeron calling upon her. Outlaw State of Mind is coming up the rail, and here's Outlaw State of Mind. The 3-year-old gelding will come up the cones to win. Second was Trip Aces Hanover. Better Because was third, 1:53. We'll check that time in a second. From the 9th qualifier, the finish time will be 1:55 and 2. 1:55 and 2 will be the finish time, as there was a bird that flew in front of the teletimer right before the finish, which tripped it. So 1:55 and 2. Fractions were 28 and 4, 58 and 2, 128, 1:55 and 2 for the winner. Number 2, Outlaw State of Mind, 3-year-old gelded son of Blue Burner, out of Cam's Card Shark mare Cam's Jam. Paul Davies, the trainer driver. Order of finish: number 1, Trip Aces Hanover was second. Number 2, Outlaw State of Mind, the winner. Number 3, Better Because third. And numbers 4, 5, and 6 were scratched. Tenth and final qualifier here this morning at Woodbine Mohawk Park. Scratch number 4, Raising Royalty. Number 1, Northern Royale, does not wear trotting hobbles. And number 6, Night on the Road, will be driven by Phil Houdon. Number 1, Northern Royale, 4-year-old mare trained by Julie Walker with Bert Renault driving. 2 is Royal Esteem, 4-year-old mare trained by Mike Rivet. The driver is Mike Saftik. 3 is Lap by Lindy, a 4-year-old gelding trained by Carmen Osceola with Jonathan Drury. 4 is Out. 5 is 8 O'Clock Storm, 5-year-old gelding trained by Mark Goddard with Rick Zeron. 6 is Night on the Road, an 8-year-old gelding trained by Blair Burgess with Phil Houdon driving. And 7 is Undercover Strike, a 12-year-old gelding trained by Tony O'Sullivan. Sylvain Filion does the driving. So it'll be field of 6 to cap things off here today at Woodbine Mohawk Park. Qualifying action continues tomorrow morning with a 13-race session for 2-year-old fillies, all 2-year-old fillies tomorrow morning. And then baby races will continue on Saturday with the 2-year-old pacing colts and geldings taking their turn. So for the final time here this morning, the starting gate is in motion and a group of 6 on the trot picks up speed. And here they come. They're off and trotting. Northern Royale from the rail. Fastest away, though, in the middle. That is Lap by Lindy. And going right with that one is Night on the Road. So those two stride out towards the lead. Moving forward is Undercover Strike, who will look to get a spot in the upper half of this field. Inside Northern Royale, followed by Royal Esteem. And the final one is 8 O'Clock Storm. Into the first turn, and Night on the Road has prevailed in the early battle and is the leader heading to the opening quarter. Leads them by a length and a half past the opening panel in 28 and 3. Solid opening split there for Night on the Road, while Lap by Lindy sits right on Houdon's helmet there in second. Then it's a break of 2 lengths going back to Northern Royale in third, and trotting strong is Royal Esteem, who is sweeping up now into third. Back in fifth is Undercover Strike, and then sixth is 8 O'Clock Storm. Here is Royal Esteem, this 4-year-old mare, has been on the march in the second quarter, and she's up now on even terms with Night on the Road as they hit the half in 57-1. So a good second quarter there for Royal Esteem, who is trying to clear to the lead. Still got some work to do to get around Night on the Road. Meanwhile, Lap by Lindy has been sitting on the back of the early leader and now comes to the outside for Drury. So Royal Esteem won't get any breather here as she claims the top spot and is immediately now pressured by Lap by Lindy, who goes around and takes the top spot. Off stride in third went Night on the Road. Northern Royale is racing back there in fourth, three-quarter time, 1:26. Turning for home, Lap by Lindy is on top. Royal Esteem back in second. Northern Royale is in third. Undercover Strike in fourth. To the outside, 8 o'clock Storm and Night on the Road made the break going to three quarters. Coming to the eighth pole, and the lead is about 8 lengths here for Lap by Lindy. Lap by Lindy, the 4-year-old gelding, gets called upon late just to finish this one off well. It'll be Lap by Lindy to take the final qualifier of the morning. 8 o'clock Storm moves up into second. Northern Royale was third. Fourth was Undercover Strike, followed across the line by Royal Esteem and Night on the Road. 1:55-1 for Lap by Lindy. 4-year-old gelding Lap by Lindy takes the 10th and final qualifier, trained by Carmen Osceola and driven to victory by Jonathan Drury. 3 starts this season for Lap by Lindy. They all came back in January. Second consecutive qualifier for Lap by Lindy. Last week made a break. Here this morning, no problems. Wins in 1:55-1, which was just a fifth off his career best. Order of finish from the 10th. Number 1, Northern Royale was third. Number 2, Royal Esteem, fifth. Number 3, Lap by Lindy, the winner. Number 4 was Scratch. Number 5, 8 o'clock Storm was second. Number 6, Night on the Road, sixth. And number 7, Undercover Strike was fourth. Top to bottom, 3-5-1, Scratch 2-6-4. Fractions 28 and 3, 57-1, 126, 155-1 for the winner, Lapped by Lindy. That'll do it for this morning's qualifying action here at Woodbine Mohawk Park. A reminder, live racing continues here from our Campbellville Oval beginning tonight at 7 p.m. with a 10-race card. Woodbine Racing Live gets you set at 6:20. And don't forget, baby racing action continues tomorrow morning, 9:30 a.m. first race post time for a 13-race session featuring 2-year-old fillies, both pacers and trotters. And then we'll wrap up the weekend's baby race action on Saturday with 2-year-old pacing colts and geldings in the spotlight. They'll go once again post time 9:30. This is Mark McKelvey. Thanking you for tuning into this morning's qualifiers. Wishing you a good afternoon, and we'll see you back here later tonight.